Pam Gockley here with the Camel Project. We're talking in this series of lectures about common signs that people show when they're being bullied. And this is our conclusion. We have to, as a community, come together and stop judging people. We have to be able to go more than surface or more than Google. When you get those million results and you just read that one song, that one line, and then you skip over it and you make that immediate judgment. Or if you read Facebook or social media and you just read the article and you're commenting on this article when that's not even what the article is about. So for our kids' sake, for our community's sake, we really have to dig deeper. We have to be aware of the common signs people show, which are changes in behavior, whether it be eating or social changes. If I haven't seen somebody for a while, what would it hurt to check in to say, hey, how you doing? And I want to be clear, when you say, how you doing, make sure you mean it. And when somebody asks you how you're doing, be prepared to answer honestly. Because when you say to me, and I say, how you doing? And you say, good, that's not good enough. But you have to be prepared. If that person is ready to speak to you, you have to be there to listen. And I highly recommend just listening. The same with our children. Our children are never going to come to us. We have to assume there's something not going on. There's something going on, something we may not be aware of. We can't possibly think, well, that can't be happening here. If a kid really doesn't want to go to a place, whether it be school or a relative's home or a friend's home, and they don't want to go there and they're really protesting, they kind of sick fakeness, they fake illnesses, sorry about that. But if they really show signs of panic, and you want to make sure there's nothing going on, not assuming and not doing the Google, immediate judgment thing. These are signs that we're missing. Suicide is the second leading cause of death between 10 and 24. I can't take it anymore. So I'm here through these lectures. I want you to be aware. I want you to educate yourself. This onus falls on the community leaders. The adults in the room have to help these children be able to express themselves by creating a non-judgmental, safe environment where a kid can talk about things, whether real or not. Your perception may not agree with theirs. What may be happening in your opinion may not be the same way they're feeling it, but they're children. This is where we have to come in, and we have to help out the schools. Schools have to help the parents. The churches have to be involved in whatever capacity. The police department has to be there to create the policing for communities. Police are not there just to lock up bad guys. The police are there to be a support system. The police officers also have to understand some of these signs. When kids are truant from school, when they're angry, and their reactions to what happens are way out of proportion. These children are communicating with you, but in a language that you may not be used to. So we have to make sure we learn the language. We have to stop being judgmental. We have to start providing a safe environment so our kids feel that they can talk to us, because kids don't talk about this because they feel it's their fault. They fear retaliation. And probably the one biggest fear that I had as a bully kid is that no one's going to believe me, or they're going to make fun of me, which everybody was doing. So why would an adult who didn't really pay attention, who treat and make me feel the same way, why would I open up to them? We have to cut down our suicide rate. We have to cut down violent behavior, whether it's self-destructive behaviors or school shooting, workplace shooting. We have to give the alternative to that being the solution. It's so unfair to our kids. It's so unfair to our people in our community. So again, I appreciate you sitting through this lecture. Please go back over it, share it with your friends. We have to get the word out. There are things you can do. This doesn't cost you money to do. It doesn't cost you anything to be kind. And it really comes down to being kind and open and part of a healthy support system. So the Camel Project really works on awareness, which this series is awareness for education and for people to know what to do, because I believe a lot of people don't know what we're looking for. We then look at the confidence. From that, you will gain confidence in what you're doing. and then how to make sure you're very choosy who you put in your support system, who helps you when you're in need of help, and also you want to be part of someone else's support system when they need help. And I think that's what we all try to do, but in today's environment, it's being lost. So the Camel Project is focused on this. My name is Pam Gockley. I'm a founder and executive director, and I thank you for tuning in. Please share with your friends, as well as look for the next series. Thank you so much.